Hi everybody, Jennifer from The Profitable Agent joining you here on Facebook Live, talking to you today about what you can do to take control to make the end of 2025 a strong finish and also start on some good habits in 2026. You know, this time of year always brings me back to a moment that I had about 6 years ago. It was early December. I remember sitting at my desk here, staring at my bank balance. I'd worked hard all year long. I had a few good months, but somehow I still felt broke. It was the holidays and every part of me wanted to say yes. Yes to everything, gifts, dinners, events. That's what we do, right? We just say yes to everything and then we figure it out as we go. But underneath it all, I felt stressed. I felt ashamed and embarrassed. And like, no matter how much I earned, it was never going to be enough. Then I did something that changed everything. Not only did I implement Profit First, but I went through a really important exercise called Cut, Reduce, Keep. Instead of trying to earn more, I looked at what I already had and I asked myself 3 simple questions. 1, what can I do? What can I cut that's not helping me? 2, what can I reduce without losing progress? And 3, what do I really need to keep because it fuels my growth and joy? It wasn't easy because really at the end of the day, we can make excuses or reasoning for pretty much everything that we spend money on, right? But within a month, I felt lighter, I felt more in control. And honestly, for the first time, I wasn't dreading my credit card bill in January. That's what I want to help you experience today. So grab a notebook or your notes app and let's walk through how you can cut, reduce, and keep your way to more peace, profit, and freedom this holiday season. The one thing I want to stipulate too is why this matters, especially when sales are slow across the board. Every dollar you earn, you need to make it work harder for you. Most agents don't realize how much money is being quietly drained by subscriptions, just in case expenses, and lifestyle creep. This isn't about deprivation. It's not about telling you you can and can't have something. It's about intentionality. It's about giving every dollar purpose. You can do this yourself today. You can wait and watch this video again when you have some bank statements and credit card statements printed. But we recommend that you start off by printing at least 3 months worth of bank statements and credit card statements. This would be where your commission income flows through as well as your commission going out. So for some of you, that might be your personal bank accounts. So you can ignore any personal transactions. However, if you are a sole proprietor, a PREC or an incorporated real estate agent here in North America, you'll want to use your business credit card and business accounts, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is grab 3 highlighters. I did want to print a bank statement off for you guys today and a credit card statement to do this in a screen sharing session. However, unfortunately, my printer is not working and I cannot figure out how to do screen sharing on my desktop. So if any of you have any technology suggestions for how to get screen sharing to work on my desktop, I would welcome this and do this exercise again happily with you guys. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about what you can cut. So go through every single transaction on your bank statements and credit card statements now. I'll wait. No, I'm just kidding. I won't wait. That'd be a really awkward silence, wouldn't it? I'm going to use my orange highlighter for this. You can use whatever color you want. If you only have 2 colored highlighters, I suggest that you grab a pen. As well, you're going to want 3 different colors to be able to help you recognize what you can cut, reduce, and keep. So again, the first thing we're going to do is cut anything that doesn't give us a real return or joy. So are you paying for an old CRM that you haven't used? Are you paying for apps like QuickBooks? So I know a lot of real estate agents pay for QuickBooks, but they don't actually utilize the software. They have the intentionality of doing their own books, but of course they're too busy with clients and answering phone calls and putting out fires, doing paperwork and all the million other things that they have to do in order to move their business forward. So I even actually helped a client save about $300 a month just by actually going through and doing this exercise back last month in October. We went through and found out she was paying for Dropbox and she was paying for OneDrive. So be aware of those subscription prices. I know all too often realtors are given a freebie, and that freebie eventually turns into a paid service. So again, what can you cut that is not serving you? Again, are you using an old CRM and maybe your brokerage provides you with a new CRM, but you just haven't taken the time to move over all your leads? We highly recommend that you take the time, move those leads, and close down the CRM that's no longer serving you. Next is going to be reduce. So I'm going to use blue for reduce. This is anything you can negotiate, downgrade, or pause. So for example, something like a cell phone plan. Have you even looked at your cell phone plan in the last couple of years? Are you maybe still paying for a tab for an outdated phone and you need a new phone? Have you tried to renegotiate and look at how much your monthly costs are actually you're spending? I know my cell phone is with Rogers, and I actually just called them, back in September, because I did this exercise with a client, and I was like, you know what? I need to actually hold myself accountable to this exercise. I called Rogers. I personally pay for my cell phones outright every couple of years. I don't have a tab, so I have a very old data plan. And it turns out that because I've been a loyal customer, I was able to save, I think it was around $22 a month that we were able to save because we were on an old phone plan. So we upgraded our data and somehow that brought our costs down, even though I know that doesn't make sense, but whatever. Thank you, Rogers, for that. But anything like that. So do you have an old cell phone? Maybe you could get somebody off of there. Like maybe you have an adult child and you're still paying for their cell phone plan. Are you able to maybe say, hey kid, you can pay for your own and we're going to reduce that bill. Oftentimes software subscriptions will come in tiers. So for example, in QuickBooks, there's accounts that are, really low that maybe cost you about $10 a month, but they have accounts that cost you $150 a month as well, right? So looking at downgrading software options, again, there are free CRMs out there as well. I personally use HubSpot. I'm not, don't get paid to use HubSpot, but I like it because it's free. It also does landing pages and emails. And so it's something I can integrate as I continue to grow my business. So that is reduce. Anything that you can negotiate, downgrade, or pause. Again, look for software subscriptions. That is huge. And our last color is going to be keep. So this for me is a yellow highlighter. For you, it can be whatever you want. So anything that provides high return on investment or essential investments that move your business forward. So mentorship, coaching, marketing that actually converts into leads, and doing your profit first allocations, whatever you need to do. Excuse me, sorry. This is the problem with going live. You get to see all this fun stuff. Anyways, anything that is a high value item that drives your business forward, that fuels the growth in your business, you are absolutely going to keep. So take some time and look through your expenses and actually highlight anything you need to keep. Now, keep in mind, it can be really hard knowing how to make these decisions, especially if you're doing a lot of Amazon purchasing. So I highly recommend, as you go through your bank statement and your credit card statement, maybe have your Amazon account open or other apps like that you purchase items through frequently, so that you know whether something is personal and you need to include it in this exercise, or if it's a business expense, if it's personal and can be excluded from this exercise, or if it's business related and should be included in this. Again, we're not taking anything into account when it comes to personal. So we're not thinking about your mortgage, your utilities, unless they're related to your real estate business. If you guys are interested in having us walk through this exercise with you, we're happy to do so. You can connect with us at info@theprofitableagent.ca, or you can DM us, or you can comment below, and we will reach out to anyone that is interested in learning how to work with us in this way. We definitely want to remind you that cutting back is not failure, it's leadership. You're making intentional choices about where your money goes. The goal is to protect your profit and your future and not punish yourself, okay, guys? So take 30 minutes, do this exercise as you head into 2026 to allow yourself some clarity and to hopefully find some additional cash instead of regret and debt this holiday season. I'd love to hear what you're cutting, reducing, and keeping. Again, drop a comment or DM me after today's call and let me know how much you were able to cut, reduce, and what you really think you need to keep. I'd love to hear from all of you. Thank you for joining the Profitable Agent. We'll see you soon.